So, this is a scene in Kansas. It's changeling stuff. Cause fucking changelings do changeling stuff. And we're at, shit, what was it, the fairgrounds again?
Yes.
The fairgrounds. There we go. I've done my part.
Congratulations, Kim. Anyway, I would assume it's late evening. The flicker of flames can be seen from a decent distance away as a tall, heavily tattooed individual is currently spinning sticks that are covered in flame. Occasionally, he puts one near his mouth and exhales a gout of fire coming to and from. Yay, somebody who is performing with fire. It happens to be Eddie, one of our resident redcaps. Who doesn't like fire?
Every vampire ever.
Not true.
Who among changelings doesn't like fire?
Everyone who's ever been burned.
I mean, the scene is open. Music is playing. People are having a good time. Caramel corn is being eaten. And people are being bilked of their money, as is appropriate in any carnival venture.
So I walk in, and I'm carrying a turkey leg, or a fucking whole turkey, I don't care. And I kind of just stop and watch the fire breather.
I being whom?
Corey Roscoe. I'm the satyr with the slip seaming of vestigial horns and changeling eyes. I'm also too human.
Yay. Yes. Eddie's very much engrossed in his work, eager to give a decent performance for the onlookers. At this time, he seems really singularly focused as he twirls the sticks, as the fire spins, and as he gets more of the fuel into his mouth before spitting it out, because that's what they do. I've done it. It's messy, it's dangerous, and it's so fucking cool.
Yes, it is. I've actually seen it. It's awesome.
I've done it. My cousins have done it. We're getting off topic. Come on, other people.
Sorry, Fred sent me a video. I had to watch it real quick. That's funny. Cece will just kind of walk over, and she'll just wave.
It's kind of hard for a man who has both hands currently occupied to wave in turn, but he does manage to give a overdramatic bow while twirling the flaming sticks.
And cousin, who in the world, in the gray world, is about 7'1", 7'2", huge dude. And in the dreaming, he's about a 9.5-foot tall troll, and he seems to be built sculpted marble almost. He is perfectly sculpted. And he will, seeing Cece, walk over, immediately pick her up and put her on his shoulder and keep her away from everyone else on the ground.
She'll just kind of sit there and cross her arms over her chest and look down at him and just be like, I don't always steal things. Hello?
I'm just removing all possible temptation.
She'll just snicker and say,
The red cap seems nonplussed. However, soon one of the sticks is twirled and tossed up in the air, spinning in a cascade of fire, followed by the other, as then one descends after the other, and he catches them both ever so deftly and quenches them both in a nearby barrel full of water. Because it's a carnival, there's more likely to be barrels than buckets. For ambiance. Quench! People cheer! The red cap bows. Yay!
Cece will just look down at Kozin and say, and then pull out a fountain pen and just say, well, you didn't stop me from taking this the other day from the Baron.
Now, why did you take that from the Baron?
I honestly don't remember. I was just looking around the office, and like when we left, I reached into my pocket and that was there, and I was just like, okay.
As memory serves, you also stole his circlet. Tiara, or whatever it's called.
I tried, okay? He mooched it back. It's not my fault. He has more fountain pens, though.
Stepping off of his little podium, Eddie will approach the ever so tall satyr and the pisky sitting upon his shoulder. What's you two muttering about?
Hey, it's not a satyr that's really tall. It's a really tall troll.
Goodness gracious. How many people are... Yeah.
It's just Kozin and Corey.
Okay,
One's a troll,
sorry.
one's a satyr.
I see two people active on one thingy. I was confused.
Yep.
So, standing up to the very... Well, not standing up to, but standing by the extraordinarily tall troll. What are you two muttering about?
Oh, nothing.
You know I have no judgment for you, Cece. I don't really care what it is you do. And now you're showing off that pen. Are you bragging again?
Me? Brag? No. I don't brag.
Listen to that
Of
tone.
course
Have
you
you been
brag.
spending more time with the bunny again?
Oh, no. Look, I've got my own kid to watch after. Jeez.
Yes, I know. You sound about as mouthy as one. I was wondering if you weren't particularly busy. Although I suppose you could come with me as well, he says, looking up at the enormous troll fellow.
So where are we going?
I was thinking perhaps maybe we get some candied apples. After all, my performance is finished for the evening, and of course, you know me. My appetite is always strong. The
Guess
cricket's
we-
appropriate.
Apples.
I gotta hold up my turkey leg and be like, yeah, I'm fine.
All right. And you two?
Well, candied apple sounds good. So, I believe the two of us are going. And he'll say
Very
that
well.
as he drapes one of his arms over Cece's legs.
I have no choice.
As Cece's legs have been immobilized, the red cap will indeed reach up and give a light tickle to one of her calves. Perfect! Onward now! Let's go. What the hell is that noise?
Sorry about that. Something's going really retarded with my mic. How is it now?
Now it's just at like the faint hissing level. That's better. It's like, oh god, it's become evil.
It had summoned Cthulhu.
I'm not sure what just happened. My mic just decided that it didn't want to register.
Your mic is trying to summon Cthulhu. It's fine.
I guess about that time, Olaf's gonna walk up. So, how are you doing? I heard you were eating fire. Did I miss it?
Ah, Olaf, good to see you again. Yeah, you just missed my show. but that's okay. I'll be doing another one maybe about 3 times tomorrow.
When I am done at the forge, I will come and see you then.
Wunderbar. We were just about to go get some candied apples. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Excellent. And then on we go to one of the candied apple stands, which I'm assuming also has other delicious treats available. As we are all acquainted in some way or another with this wonderful carnival zone, I'm betting either we can pay for it cheap or we get stuff for free.
Except for Kozum, who actually probably gets upcharged. Something about being foreign nobles.
Excuse me, Eddie would say to the troll who's currently got his arm wrapped around Cece's legs. I was curious as to why you happen to have her in such a tight grip. Do you think she's going to do something?
He'll look at Cece, and he'll look back at the red cap. No, she's perfectly safe right here. She's not going to be doing anything. So
I didn't ask if she wasn't going to be safe. I asked if you were expecting her to be doing something if she wasn't be attached to your shoulder. So
It
I think
is
someone
often,
steals stuff.
well,
It's
I
more
mean,
for her protection
Cece,
than for everyone else's.
it's for her protection than everyone else's. What has she got to be afraid of? We're here in a carnival.
What's she gonna steal? Somebody's heart?
Oh dear.
Why would I want to steal a heart? I've got my own. Hello, I don't need more. I'm not a psychopath.
I mean,
I am confused now.
Technically,
Cece, you sound like you're getting worked up. Just relax. Goodness gracious. Here, have a candied apple.
I'm not getting worked up. Just I'm tired of everyone thinking I'm going to steal everything. I had to deal
I
with
don't
that
think you're going to
frickin'
steal things.
pointy-eared bastard the other day blaming me for that clock.
Oh, don't even get me started on him.
Yeah. He was a real dick about it, too. I was half a mind to just tell you, hand me the clock, and I would return it. Tell him I stole it.
Goodness gracious, I don't really know him very well, but in my experience, she certainly enjoy the sounds of their own voices. But stereotypes notwithstanding,
It's not
the
a
red cap would
stereotype when
say,
it's true,
pointing at
though.
CC. I think it might be all right if you like to come on down now. I mean, I can't really reach up that quite so high to hand you this delicious red candied apple for your enjoyment otherwise.
I don't want a candy apple though.
Why are you making this difficult?
would you like a funnel cake?
Yes, I don't like apples, but I like funnel cakes.
So, Kozum will get 2 funnel cakes and hand one
Fairly
up.
well. Eddie will just, his mouth opening unnaturally wide, just take one of those candied apples all on its own. Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah. Them teeth.
Yeah. Careful. Some of that caramel might get stuck to your teeth, and it's a bitch to get out.
If I were afraid of something as simple as caramel getting stuck between my teeth, I would be a poor representative of my particular theming. Although gummies, yes. Anyone should be worried about gummies. Cavities are indeed a bitch.
You should worry about the sugar-free gummy bears.
At which point, I'll kind of just give Kozin a really dirty look and say, I think that time has passed. You should not feed the Baron a bowl full of sugar-free gummies.
Nah, dude, the Baron needs more caffeine. What are we talking about?
Sugar-free gummies aren't full of caffeine.
Yeah, and he needs more caffeine, obviously.
Okay.
Wait, what's this about caffeination of the bear? I understand that he is often very sleepy.
Oh yeah, totally.
Perhaps we should go somewhere a bit more quiet and discuss just what's. I want to hear the story about the sugar-free gummies, but without, being too revelatory about our natures out here.
Yeah, Corey and Cozen, story time.
Yay!
Jawohl, erzählen mir eine Märchen. I'm sorry. Yes, please tell me a story.
What do you want? The story of the thousands of people who have tried sugar-free gummy bears?
Someone mentioned sugar-free gummy bears and specifically the Baron. I'm assuming something has become of that. People here are very good at not answering questions directly.
Well,
Or
I
deflect.
have not had an encounter where I've given the sugar-free gummy bears to the Baron. I'm not sure about other people, but I definitely think that a gift of that kind should be delivered to a couple individuals.
Trihori, perhaps?
Now, what would someone of his particular affiliation need a bunch of sugar-free gummy bears for?
No. What Traori needs is tweezers so he can get the stick out of his ass.
I think you need something bigger than tweezers. Perhaps you need fire tongs.
Eddie's actually laughing very appreciatively of Olaf's joke. I'm very glad you're able to laugh at your. I hesitate to use the word superior.
Oh, please don't. He is a she that thinks he should rule.
I mean, he does happen to hold a higher title.
He probably got it by doing a lot of, and she'll make the blowjob motion.
I can neither
Fifi,
confirm nor
come
deny
on
this
now.
statement.
You're better than that. Sometimes.
What she wants to do?
Hey! I'm not attacking all of your honor, it's just Traori's honor, and I'm just saying, that's probably why I got that title.
I just mean to say that, you aping that particular action there on his shoulder seems.
I mean, what does being on his shoulder got to do with anything? I'm just miming the motion.
If you say so.
What? I'm not sick. And she'll take a little bit of the powder from her funnel cake and just throw it down at him.
Oh no, dust. My one weakness.
Yeah, I know it's your one weakness.
Here, if you're going to try again, at least put some on this other candied apple.
No.
Oh, you wound me, Cece.
She'll shrug.
I actually don't remember if I've met this other troll yet.
I don't believe you have.
Okay, then, perfect segue. So, Cece, who's your extraordinarily tall friend?
pat his head. Just say, "This is Cozen. He likes to act like my legs a lot because he thinks I'm just going to steal everything I see, which is quite racist, might I add." Get this? Get this?
Part of it is also the individual known as Triori.
Like I said, he can go sucka and she'll do the motion again.
And this
Oh,
can
yeah.
be high
So,
enough up that his sword can't reach.
hello, Cozen. I don't believe we have met.
Fair enough. That is true. Well,
You are Cozen, I am guessing. You may call me Eddie.
yeah, I
and-
guess go somewhere a little more. Well, little less
Private?
populated.
Yes, a little less open. Come, I know of a tent, a very convenient tent where we may speak in relative privacy. And of course, it's the tent where the Calliope is, blasting noise. Okay, so what was it you were going to say? I'm kidding, no. It'd be awful. But I would probably, Eddie would probably find a nice, relatively quiet tent, not too far away from the general crowd, but it's also not very busy, so. Yes, here we are. Get comfortable. I'm not sure if you can fit in that chair. But Cece can if you think you can keep an eye on her.
Why you gotta make this about me?
I'm sure you're not particularly comfortable on that shoulder with that extraordinarily meaty arm wrapped over your legs.
Oh my.
I mean, I don't know my life, I might.
Is the puka rubbing off on you, Cece?
That's what I was asking.
If by puka you mean the Baron, then sure, not the little girl.
I mean, puka, Baron, what's the difference at this point?
I was going to say the same
Dude.
thing. High five.
I'll kind of jump for the high five. I'm pretty sure you're taller than I am.
How tall are you?
5'7".
5'11".
Okay, then yeah, we do it.
So, since we're in a less open environment, I am Squire Cozen of the Barony of Two Rivers of House Diernan.
House Lianen. Schön Sie kennenzulernen. Good to meet you. I am Eddie Borken of the Barony of Festivals, of course, of House Scathach, or Scathach, or Skea. The very many different pronunciations of what seemed to be originally Gaelic words.
I have not met you either. My name is Olaf van Bragen ap Alund. I am, I guess you would call the resident blacksmith.
Yes, do not mind his particular tone of voice. He is steadfast and strong. His association with Sir Triori is not necessarily a mark against his character.
Drunken promises get you in trouble sometimes.
That's how it was. Now that's a mark against your character. Any one of us should be more careful. What did you swear to him anyhow? If I may ask.
That would make him something of legendary status.
Oh, he's going to be hunting something of legendary status. Why are you going to have to make it?
If he really wanted to hunt something of legendary status, he'd just have to hunt down his ego.
Looking for a mirror? Anyway, Olaf, you swear like fealty or guardianship to him?
Guardianship.
Oh, my
What?
condolences. He's probably going to end up getting you killed.
No, no. That goes a bit beyond the oath. Protect him from other trolls, sure. Because, just look at that one. Do you really think it'd be a fair fight?
Cousin is a little cinnamon bun. You back off.
He is like 8 feet tall. There's no cinnamon bun.
I like that.
He is a sweet little cinnamon bun. No. Who apparently cares a lot about everyone else's, things.
Wait, an empathic cinnamon bun?
I mean, why not?
Would it scream when you bit into it?
Why would you want to
Don't-
bite it? What the fuck?
Stop tempting me. Goodness gracious, I only just met the man.
Oh my god.
At which point I'll kind of just turn to Goes and say, cinnamon bun, eh? That's a new one.
Just pick Corey up, hold him, 12, 14, 15 feet off the ground.
Oh dear. What, are you starting a collection?
No, just a reminder.
But he is a sweet little cinnamon bun.
Yes, we are all very aware of just how tall you are. I recommend, as you are currently a guest here in the barony of festivals, that you don't attempt that with me. I like being 5'11", thank you very much. And I also don't like hands being put upon me without my permission. Just ask Cece.
Koza, let me down. I gotta do something now.
What are you doing?
I guess he'll, put Cece down, and of course he puts Corey down.
Wait. What are you doing?
Okay, so we're in like a private tent, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, like as soon as Kozen's hand moves off, she'll just kind of fly off of his shoulder, go over to Eddie, kind of boop him on top of the head, and fly back over and sit back down on Kozen's
Hey, before you head back, in a deft counterattack, the second candied apple will be slid over your nose.
Yeah, she'll just wrinkle her nose and go back to her seat.
Oh, come on. That was funny.
No. You were
Yes?
doing that like whole subtle threatening thing, like, oh, don't pick me up here because this is not your barony. I was like, for a moment, you sounded like Triori.
Now, look, I wasn't actually threatening him, okay? I mean, here I am armed with what? A candied apple.
I mean, I've seen worse, but then again, yeah.
I'm just saying as a mark of courtesy, I wouldn't pick somebody up who I wasn't already quite familiar with. Cece.
I wish you would.
You hear that, cousin? He's going to try and pick you up.
I'm
Damn.
not very familiar with Coulson. What? Stop! Why are you being such an instigator? Jeez.
I'm kind of
You
just
deserve
smile
it.
and say, I'm just ribbing with you, just joking. I mean, nothing's
Yes, I
going on, right?
understand. Here, have a candied apple. It's been touched by a pisky.
I
It's
take it.
lucky.
Why you gotta say it like it's a bad thing, huh? Is there something wrong with Piskies?
I didn't say that it was a bad thing. I said it was a good thing. You know how it's always good luck when a dragonfly lands on your fishing pole or something?
I've never heard that before, and I'm not a dragonfly.
The wings differ. The wings say otherwise.
She has small, buzzes around, and has wings. You could make an
At least-
argument.
At least your ass doesn't light up like a firefly.
That we know of.
Why? Why do you gotta talk about my ass now?
There are many responses to that, but there's already enough rumors going around about us. I think I'll just let that drop.
Oh my god.
Thank goodness the rabbit isn't here to listen.
We're in a private tent, Ziggy. Do you have a changeling? Well, we're in the fair. He could probably just wander in. Take a
Oh,
ride.
hello. What's going on in this tent?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it a dog and pony show?
Yeah, but then the rest of us would have to leave because the Baron has this whole thing. I don't associate with other prodigals.
You don't know that I'm a prodigal. Yet. Or do you?
I don't think. Yeah, I think the only person that's actually met your character is my sorcerer.
And
Jasper's met him.
and Traore's servant. Those are the only Fey associated individuals that I have come across. But anyway, you guys go ahead.
Like I said, I'll let the topic of your ass drop, whether it's shiny or not.
I'm just gonna munch on the apple and kind of look between you and Cece.
Although now that I think about it, who doesn't like having that ass drop? If only we had the beat.
I kind of just groan. Really?
Look, I'm not good with the socialization and the jokes. I play with fire for a living.
So the weather up here is really nice.
Not to rain powder again.
I mean, I might. I'm just saying, though. The weather up here is very nice.
Excuse me, cousin.
Yes?
Permission to climb up on you to try to get that pisky down.
What?
Why would you want to climb on me to get Cece?
Well, because I can't reach her otherwise. That's the simplest reason for it.
See?
Huh? I think
What are you
she's fine
planning
where
on-
she's at.
Yeah, like, what are you planning on doing, huh? Because you realize, and she'll kind of wiggle her wings, I could just fly higher.
Why do you just ruin the mystique?
You wanting to climb upon a troll to get me?
I mean, stories have been made of less.
I mean, if you want to climb a troll, that's between you and the trolls.
That's why I asked him.
Damn, I need popcorn and a video camera.
I thought I already gave you a candied apple.
Popcorn is not the same as a candied apple,
Wait.
dear.
Did you just mention the video camera? What you going to call this? Redhead climbs mountain for Pixie?
I'm sure Pornhub has weirder titles.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of just, sit down in the chair and take another bite out of the apple.
Anyway, permission to climb?
He still wants to do it.
Not granted.
Very well.
Do you need a boost? I can give you one.
No, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want to become a volleyball between two trolls.
I look like I'm about to say something, then I stop myself and kind of just go back to eating the apple again.
Yes, I know how that sounded. I didn't mean for it to come off like that.
I don't think you'd be a volleyball. You'd probably be more of a pancake.
That's just a frisbee.
I mean, that's not what I was thinking. You'd have to be, really close to, do all of that and, have the boost and whatnot, so.
Cece, are you okay? You sound short of breath.
Yeah, this is really high up here, the oxygen is thinner,
Cece, I didn't realize you're a part satyr.
said the oxygen's really thin up here because I'm tall. Mount Everest, hello. I'm not a satyr. Thank you very much. I have feet, not hooves.
Oh.
And it wasn't being mean. It's just that I don't.
It's like, oh, look at me. I'm a pixie. I happen to have feet.
Most of the kids happen to, like, all of them have feet. Just some are in different shapes and sizes and a little bit more bony because they're hooves. And
I'm just teasing you. Right then. So what's going on with this whole plan about some kind of a contest to figure out who's the most worthy to go on some kind of adventure? It all seems so complicated.
Do not ask me, I do not care over much. I merely go because I need to get mercurial iron.
okay,
I see.
so basically, how I'm kind of in my head working this whole little tournament out to be is that to lessen his chances of dying while going out to get his own little object, he wants to find the toughest, strongest, wittiest people to go, so that he doesn't die while going. Yeah, pointy-eared bastard. While he goes into the dreaming to get his own little fantastical little, oh look, it's mine, and I don't care who I accidentally get killed because of this. I'm not even sure if he knows it's where exactly it is in the deep dreaming, or if it's even there. He could be going off of a long shot, and I don't know about the rest of you guys, but deep dreaming is a shit happens in the deep dreaming.
So
Yeah,
it could all just be a colossal waste of time then.
Not time. Could be a colossal waste of lives.
That is true, but yes, it is true. We have more important things to worry about. At least I do.
I mean, I was just going to take Lucy into the dreaming and let her try and find her friends again. And while we were there, maybe try and find some of this chimerical iron.
All right. So there's multiple plans to do things in the dreaming. After I've established myself a little bit, I don't know what I'll do. I've only just gotten started here. I need to get at least something of a foundation before I start adventuring again.
Well, I'm not planning on going into the deep dreaming with Lucy.
Is Lucy planning on going into the deep dreaming?
That is asking to die.
I was about to say, I mean, if the little bunny was afraid of being eaten by me, that's the least of her worries.
She
Yeah, I
did
was
say
just-
she wanted to go, and she did whine about the whole thing, and she was like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." I was like, okay, you know what? Fine, you do it, and you go die. It's like, that's your life. Whatever. We told you no. You continued to whine about it. It's like, whatever.
That's true. Oh well. I guess I'll just maybe take occasional forays into the dreaming along our border marches, just trying to guard our territory, things like that. If anybody
Yeah.
wishes to accompany me in case we find something chimerical and unpleasant, I welcome their assistance.
That's what I was going to do with Lucy. Just take her on the forays on the edges of the dreaming to see if her friends were there. If not, oh well, look for the chimerical iron. And come back within a day. Or a few hours.
Yes. So beyond that, what's going on in the rumor mill? Anything happening in other parts of the city? Any interesting folks people have met? I know that there's that weirdo in Gage Park that everybody seems to just be completely, I don't know. It's unusual.
haven't met this weirdo. What's he like?
Meddlesome, patient, likes trees, enjoys watching people, is very bad at answering questions directly.
Possibly enjoys looking at little children.
Sounds like a Baron, except for the last part.
Hey, the Baron's pretty cool.
And the Baron seems at least less meddlesome than this individual in Gage Park.
Okay.
Shit, we could go meet the dude in Gage Park. We could go over there and see.
Let's not.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, you're currently occupied on someone else's shoulder.
Yes, he could walk over there. I wouldn't have to walk.
What do you intend for him to do? Just put you in the tree next to the weirdo?
Sure.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Let's go, Cozen.
I can just see you grabbing his ears and just pointing with one hand.
Just a little bit. He might be going Ratatouille, just kind of grabbing little tufts of his hair.
I think we should go with them, Eddie.
If I may, I hate to say this, but Cece, I have suspicions he's not human.
That's fine. I don't like that rule by the Baron anyway.
Well, the rule by the Baron was instituted because of what?
Traori.
Just Traori? Oh, okay. I didn't say it. I was just curious. I don't know why he did it.
Oh dear.
Because stuff happened. But from the rumor mill that I've heard of, I think both accounts Traori had something to do with it. Or at least he was there.
That doesn't necessarily make him guilty, and I am loath to come to the defense of a she at any time. But I still must strongly advise against going after this individual because I think he might be. Oh, what is the word? In an acquired voice, he will mutter a werewolf.
What's a werewolf?
Not so loud, jeez. But they're dangerous. And every single one of them deadly. I only know so little.
I mean, okay. But like, we're just going to talk to him? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to tell the Baron. I don't think the werewolf, if he is a werewolf, is going to go tell the Baron. So unless one of y'all snitches, I don't think, yeah.
I have no proof that he is a werewolf, therefore I do not have any reason to not speak to him.
Same
Out
here.
of character, I'm loath to do this because like my family could be home at any minute and then I'll have to go and miss out on the fun. But in character, Eddie just sighs. Well,
Want to get this?
it is my responsibility to help protect the people of this barony from individuals like prodigals, as has been deemed to me by the Baron. I am going to accompany you whether I like it or not, just in case your ass needs watching. I hate to sound like a big parent, but goodness gracious, Cece, I can't just let you go off on your own like this, even with this very tall and very impressive individual underneath your rump.
I'm not going alone, thank you very much. I just said we were going to fight.
You
Why?
weren't listening at all, were you?
I might not have been what's
I just told you I'm accompanying you whether or not you want me to, even if you have cousin with you. I just need
Oh.
I just need to be there, alright? Oh, he's genuinely concerned.
Oh.
The red cap has real feelings.
Just give him like a thumbs up and say, I mean, okay? Like, we're still kind of debating on whether we're going or not, because I don't know if somebody's a snitch. I don't feel like having the wrath of the Baron coming down on me, because I mean, like, that. It's a puka, guys. We don't know what'll happen.
You're
You'll
right.
see
Maybe
something
we should-
shiny and then forget about it. That's what will happen.
No, that's Pixie, okay? And fuck you.
Look.
Is it both?
I know what will solve this problem. Pizza and beer.
Okay, so you bring the pizza and beer and you made us at the park. Okay, got it.
I didn't say that, but that's not a bad idea. We should all get pizza and beer and bring it to the park.
You know, at least then we could have a sit down and have, you know, a somewhat civil conversation with the guy.
I don't disagree.
Well, and technically, I'm going to be going to Gage Park for pizza and beer. I invite y'all to join me.
Hello, let's go.
Did you just steal my idea?
Oh no, no. I have a different Baron than you. I don't have the same restrictions on dealing with anyone.
Loopholes. You're a dangerous troll. I like you.
So y'all are there to eat pizza and drink beer with me.
Wunderbar. But I have given the warning, so that is like I am the cranky parent. Oh, just so you guys know, there might be a werewolf there, but the more important thing is let's go enjoy pizza and beer with our other friends from the other barony. Regardless of what else you might find there, unless there is nothing but fire. And then we will just walk the other way, go into a pub with pizza and more beer, and just enjoy things then. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yes.
Perfect. And with that, folks, I unfortunately have to get going.
Oh.
Okay.
Alas, real life gets in my way. Would it be safe to assume Eddie accompanies as a silent and slightly cranky and concerned
Well,
partner?
because I'm the storyteller that runs that NPC, we will get all the way through pizza and beer without the NPC ever showing up.
Ah, because he's gonna go on an adventure looking for that NPC.
And you'll never find him.
And there are rumors that even to this day, Cecilia Driscoll is still looking.
And there are rumors that still she wanders Gage Park late at night, and you can hear the flutter of wings and the words whisper on the wind.
She's not awake yet.
The reason why some idiot taught him obfuscate.
You what?
Fuck is wait? He's a fucking ghoul.
He better not be what I think he is, Chris. Because
Fucks. I wish somebody would fucking tell Ash there's another bitch running around this bitch with obfuscate. Be like, not today. Obfuscate is mine. Fuck
That motherfucker's an abomination. Or
Okay.
maybe just a werewolf ghoul.
No. Do we want to continue the scene with Chris leaving?
I'm up for either.
Well, if we want to get it in for downtime, we have to post it in the next 20 minutes.
I mean, technically, downtime already started.
Yeah, that is true. Downtime's already. Oh, it's not Saturday yet. It's still Friday.
Yeah, fuck it. Post it anyway. We should finish now then.
Yeah, let's finish now because we've got like 20 minutes to get it in.
And all the changelings enjoyed pizza and beer without any werewolf interference. Hooray!
Hooray! Werewolves.
And for some weird reason, you guys could have sworn there was one slice missing.
All right, good night, guys. It was fun. Thank you for finally letting me in a scene that started on time, relatively.
Relatively.
Bye.
Who has the button? Because you're still alive.
Oh yeah.